San Antonio is one of the fastest growing cities in the United States. It's bigger than Atlanta, bigger than Miami, even bigger than Seattle. Yet all of those cities have Major League Baseball teams. And San Antonio doesn't. With over 1.5 million residents inside the city and more than 2.5 million in its metro, you'd think MLB would have arrived here a long time ago. So why hasn't it happened? To answer that, we need to go back, look at history, economics, and the politics of professional sports. San Antonio isn't just another mid-sized American city, it's exploding in size. The metro population has jumped by over 500,000 people since the year 2000, making it the 7th largest city in the US, bigger than Dallas, bigger than San Diego, and even bigger than San Francisco. And it's not slowing down. By 2040, experts project San Antonio could have close to 2 million residents. The economy is also thriving. Anchored by military bases, healthcare, tech, and tourism, San Antonio has become one of the most resilient cities in the South. By all accounts, this kind of growth screams expansion market. MLB wants big, growing cities, and San Antonio certainly fits that mold. But in sports, market size isn't just about population. It's about television reach, corporate dollars, and geography. And this is where San Antonio's case starts to get messy. On paper, San Antonio looks massive. But here's the catch. Sports leagues don't just look at city population, they look at TV markets. San Antonio's designated media market ranks only 31st in the US, smaller than Kansas City, Milwaukee, and even Salt Lake City. MLB cares about television ratings because national TV deals and local broadcasting rights bring in billions of dollars. If San Antonio can't deliver strong TV numbers, it loses leverage against cities like Portland, Charlotte, or Nashville. Another factor, San Antonio's metro area is heavily tied to South Texas, which is already claimed by the Houston Astros and Texas Rangers. Both teams dominate regional TV networks, and adding a third team might just split an already limited market share. So while San Antonio looks huge on a census map, in the media world it doesn't carry nearly the same weight. The biggest hurdle? Geography. San Antonio sits just a few hours from both Houston and Dallas, home to the Astros and Rangers, and Major League Baseball has strict territorial rights. These rules protect existing teams from losing fans, TV revenue, and sponsorships when a new team moves into their backyard. If San Antonio ever got a franchise, both Houston and Dallas would almost certainly demand massive compensation or try to block it entirely. Remember, these are two of MLB's most powerful owners' clubs. The Astros are fresh off a golden era of playoff runs, and the Rangers just won the 2023 World Series. They don't want a third team cutting into merchandise sales, sponsorship deals, or ticket buyers in South Texas. In other words, San Antonio is boxed in. Unlike Portland or Nashville, which sit in open territory, San Antonio has to fight two heavyweights just to get noticed. But San Antonio has tried to prove itself. The Alamodome, built in 1993, has hosted several MLB exhibition games. The most famous test came in 2013 and 2014, when the Texas Rangers brought spring training games to the city. Over 75,000 fans showed up across 6 games, proving San Antonio could draw a crowd. But there was a problem. The Alamodome isn't a baseball stadium. Sightlines were awkward, foul territory was massive, and the field dimensions felt cramped. Players even complained about the turf. MLB executives left impressed by the passion, but skeptical about the infrastructure. For San Antonio to truly compete, it would need a brand new stadium, $1 billion investment at minimum. Without it, San Antonio can only host what-if showcases. And that leads to the city's biggest roadblock: money. No MLB franchise comes cheap. The last 2 expansion fees in pro sports, NHL's Seattle Kraken and MLS's Charlotte FC, was $650 million and $325 million. Experts predict MLB's next expansion fee could top $2 billion. And that's before building a new stadium. Modern ballparks like Globe Life Field in Arlington cost around $1.2 billion to construct. Add it all up, and San Antonio would need close to $3 billion in commitments just to get started. That's money the city doesn't currently have lined up. Local taxpayers have shown resistance to massive stadium subsidies in the past, and corporate sponsors in San Antonio don't have the same deep pockets as Houston or Dallas. Without a billionaire ownership group stepping forward, and without public funding, San Antonio simply can't match the financial muscle of other expansion contenders. When leagues decide where to expand, they follow the money. And that doesn't just mean fans, it means corporations. MLB wants teams in cities where Fortune 500 companies will buy luxury suites, sponsor stadiums, and pay for massive advertising deals. Here's the problem: San Antonio doesn't have many. The city currently hosts only one Fortune 500 company, Valero Energy. Compare that to Houston, which has 21, or Dallas, which has 23. That's a massive gap. Without corporate dollars, it becomes much harder to guarantee steady revenue streams outside of ticket sales. Even if San Antonio could pack a stadium with fans, MLB would still worry about sponsorship and TV revenue falling short. And in today's world, gate receipts alone aren't enough. Despite the hurdles, San Antonio has one thing going for it: passion. The city is over 65% Latino, and baseball has deep roots in the community. The Mexican League has long had a presence nearby, and youth baseball participation in South Texas remains strong. When the Rangers played those exhibition games, fans turned out in droves wearing both Rangers and Astros gear. Local minor league squads like the San Antonio Missions consistently draw strong attendance in AA. This proves there's a built-in fan base waiting to be tapped. In fact, some analysts argue San Antonio might be a better baseball town than football town. The culture is there. The question is, will MLB ever give it the chance to prove it? One of the most overlooked factors is politics. MLB expansion requires not just fan interest, but strong local government support. In San Antonio, that's complicated. Some city leaders have backed the idea of a stadium, but others point to schools, roads, and housing as bigger priorities. San Antonio has struggled in the past with funding big sports projects. Critics still argue that the Alamodome was a poor investment. Without unified leadership, any MLB proposal risks dying in city council chambers before it even reaches MLB's desk. And unlike Las Vegas, which rallied behind the A's relocation, San Antonio hasn't shown that same political willpower. If the city can't get behind $1 billion stadium project, MLB isn't going to take the risk. Here's the tough reality: MLB already has its eyes elsewhere. Commissioner Rob Manfred has publicly named Nashville, Portland, Charlotte, Montreal, and Las Vegas as the leading expansion or relocation candidates. San Antonio hasn't even made the shortlist. Why? Because those cities offer either larger TV markets, stronger corporate backing, or more open geography. Nashville has country music money and corporate sponsors. Portland offers West Coast time zone balance. Charlotte brings a growing financial hub. Even Montreal has history and a proven fan base. San Antonio, for now, lags behind all of them in MLB's eyes. Unless something dramatic changes, like a billionaire ownership group stepping forward, the city remains on the outside looking in. San Antonio is proof that population alone doesn't guarantee a professional franchise. It's about money, politics, and culture. And while the city keeps growing, so do its challenges. So the next time you see a smaller market like Las Vegas or Nashville land a team, remember, San Antonio is still waiting, watching, and wondering, will baseball ever call their name?